Hey, welcome to Quantum MMA. Yes, as you guys can see, I've got a new camera. I thought like I'll share my predictions for the UFC 314 main card. So yeah, that's pretty much it. More than that, yeah, it's an amazing card, UFC caliber card. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel. It's me quite a lot and yeah, motivated, dedicated. Let's go. I know such a gay thing to say. Still, what the hell? Come on, let's go. Practically honest. Yeah. So yeah, first opener of the main card, which is none other than other guy, which is Nikita Krylov versus Dominick Reyes. Dominic Dum Reyes. I picked Anthony Smith last time. Anthony Smith showed his true characters, and they call him Lionheart, but he is just a dumb fart. That's all I'm gonna say. There is nothing in that for him. And more than that, yeah, this is Nikita Krylov. He is the guy. I know he's coming from a 2 year hiatus, but let's be honest and practical here. He is a guy who is in Ukraine, and he calls himself as a proud Russian in Ukraine with all the things that has been going on. You guys get the idea, right? Which means like every week at least he's fighting twice. Which means every week at least he's fighting twice, which is normally more than what Dominic Reyes has done so far in terms of his martial arts and combat sports based on it. I'm just making things up right here, just assuming and just projecting some ideas on top of it. Yeah, so I feel like Nikita Krylov is actually going to do wonders in this matchup. All in all, I see Nikita Krylov probably in the first round. He might have this little bit of, like the ring wrap or the ring dust, as one might say, or one might call. And I think probably he's going to start a bit strong. I wouldn't be surprised. Like Dominic Reyes has got good takedown defense, but let's be honest and practical over here, guys. Come on. I don't think so. Like Dominic Reyes is beating him. I think Nikita Krylov probably finish him in the second round. I would have picked Nikita Krylov to finish him in the first round in case if he had a few matchups here and there. But this is a 2 year hiatus, so I'm feeling he's going to finish Dominic Reyes in the second round. And more than that, what else? Yeah, I feel like the first round is going to go sort of, it's going to be a 50-50 one. And one thing about Dominic Reyes is he always crumbles under pressure, and Nikita Krylov is a high pressure, high volume guy. He's only, if I'm not lost, I think, sorry, if I'm not wrong, I think he is only lost to, like Jan Blachowicz, and who else is there? Glover Teixeira, Magomed Anklev, all three are former champions, by the way. Yeah, I feel like he's got all the potential, all the tools to do it. Plus, he is from the eastern side. You guys know how I feel about the guys from the eastern side. They are pretty, like rough and tough. And Dominic Reyes is Dominic Reyes. So, should I even expand more on this? So, yeah, all in all, I feel like Nikita Krylov is going to finish in the second round by a TKO. And yeah, and he's going to call up for certain matchups and against probably like Erie or some other guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, let's move on to the next one, which is none other than so cool, right? It's so fucking cool that I get to do this. I'm learning along the way. I'm understanding things along the process. Next, who we got is like Yair Rodríguez versus, I don't know who this is, but this guy is a tall guy. Patrício Pitbull is not. That's pretty much it. When Michael Chandler came to UFC, he faced Dan Hooker. I picked Dan Hooker to win. Dan Hooker lost by a first round KO, and I don't think so. Yair Rodriguez is someone like that. Plus, this is 145 division. This is not 155. Where compared to 145, 155 division's talents are a bit less, as one might say. I reckon like Yair Rodriguez is probably going to get a decision. I don't think so. Like Patricio, he's almost 40. He's got some good, cool wins like AJ Mickey, Chandler, and some guys here and there. But you can't lose to Sergio Pettis, who's a former flyweight, bantamweight, something like that. And you can't come and fight in the featherweight. And the one thing, the one red flag which I see in fighting is uh, every time when a guy looks over his opponent, like after this I'm gonna do that, after this I'm gonna do that, like fuck that shit, it never works. It just messes up with the game plan, you are not focusing enough, and already he is on the lookout for a matchup against Volkanovski. If Volkanovski wins, you guys have to wait for me to go and expand that. But all in all, how do I see this happening? I feel like Yair Rodriguez is a bit too much. I think striking wise, Yair Rodriguez is good, he's cool, he's great. I think he is going to outstrike him. I think he's going to get a decision. Probably 2-1 in the favor of Yair Rodriguez, and I don't see. I could see if it is a close matchup or something. I could see them giving the decision to Patrício Pitbull because him being this new guy in the division, and Michael Chandler has got the white privilege, Dana white privilege, and there are a lot of old fights in the division with whom Patrício Pitbull could, like sort of fight, and they could try to generate some stuff from it. Yeah, but all in all, I don't see him. I think Yair Rodriguez, how do I say, like in terms of striking wise, is very clean, very cool, very good. I could see the matchup going in terms of how it went when Yair Rodriguez faced Josh Emmett. But here I don't see Yair Rodriguez finishing Patrício Pitbull. That's pretty much it. Probably a few strikes, and I think his footwork and his leg striking and his weird stuff that he does, like all those gymnastic stuff in the ring. I think that is what's going to be a massive problem for a guy like Patrício Pitbull, because UFC is where the real talents are and the real freaks are. Yeah, I'm freaks in terms of like their combat flexibility. I like to say, yeah, that's pretty much it. All in all, I'm going Yair Rodriguez via decision. 2-1 in favor of Yair Rodriguez. That's pretty much it. Let's move on. I always do this so that I get to know when to put the timestamp. Hope you guys understand. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the real matchup where all the hardcore fans will be waiting to watch this. Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva. I get it. A lot of them are picking Bryce Mitchell because he's the underdog over here. Um, I think Jim Silva. I'm high on him. I'm high on all the fighting nerds. I know I can't see them becoming champions per se, like because of the what the division has to offer in terms of like a block. I think when these guys are going to meet like absolute grappers like Mofsar and featherweight, or Arman and lightweight, or in featherweight who's there like chief featherweight. What the fuck is that? In welterweight there is Belal, Sean Brady, and again in middleweight there is Hamzat and DDP. I think that is what's going to be the real problem over here. But apart from that, I think John Silva is going to baptize Bryce Mitchell. I think he's probably. I know a lot of the predictions online, and I even saw in Tapology that a few guys were actually stating that Bryce Mitchell is going to sort of beat him, something like that. I can see Bryce Mitchell wrestling with John Silva in the first round. I can see him holding him, even sort of taking his back, controlling him, all the things I could see. But the only thing which I can't see is, which I don't want to see, is Bryce Mitchell winning this one, because I don't feel like it. And I feel like John Silva is going to baptize him. I think he's going to take his soul, maybe put him in the, how do I say, shadow realm, as one might say. I think he's going to finish the matchup by a second round TKO, like, or a KO by the win. It's not about like taking down John Silva, it's about like keeping him over there. And more than that, I feel like his submission skills, his BJJ skills are great. Unless and until Bryce Mitchell is not the type of guy who's just going to lay and pray on top of you. I think Bryce Mitchell is just going to try to do something. And more than that, Bryce Mitchell is coming off a massive KO loss where he had like sort of concussion, convolutions. You can add all the things that start with C and with S, like Bryce Mitchell being a cunt, I guess. He's too stupid. Just call him cunt once. You have to call him like multiple in a plural form. That's why. And all these things said and done, I still feel like John Silva is going to baptize him probably in the first round. I could see, don't be like this. I could see John Silva uh, losing this and being happy despite of the fact that he even lost this, being the autistic guy that he is. I feel like he could be even he could celebrate his own loss by the way. But right now, at this point, I don't see him losing because if John Silva's got the momentum and he hurts what he touches. Let's be honest. Even in the backdoor Sharian, the last guy he faced, I think he set him up. He set him up. It's not just like holding these guys or like they are trying to find the right opening so that they could get their KO. It's like they are setting up. They are setting up traps for the opponents to walk in or fall into so that they can take advantage of. Now, my friend, that is very very scary and very very risky. And more than that, whenever like John Silva is going to try to enter into the close range, Bryce Mitchell will have glimpses, flashbacks of what he went through, and that might fuck things up in a much more deeper way than people think. And I don't know, I get it that Bryce Mitchell is too stupid and he might even go in for it, it as in, how do I say, he might even go in for the kill. But I feel like Johnson will eventually catching it, probably with an uppercut. And I think Bryce Mitchell is going to try to expand more on the plot by trying to take him down, control him, or I feel like he's going to be too stupid and probably stand and strike with John Silva. I think that's where John Silva is going to capitalize and beat the living shit out of him. And bless his soul, baptize him, remove the demon from him and decide, make him understand that the world is a round globe. I can't believe it, mate. A guy who's almost 30 and he's still this dumb man. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. He supports Hitler as well. I don't know what to say. It's so funny, so against certain things. It's not right. It's very funny, but all in all, I get it. I think John Silva is going to baptize his soul, and more than that, Bryce Mitchell is done. He needs an IQ test. Please, someone refer some good doctor to him. If he doesn't believe in them, you could always put him in a straight. I think he should just walk to the ring in a straight, like a straight jacket or something. Yeah, so that he could sell it. It will be really nice. I think Bryce Mitchell is the next Diogo Lopes of UFC. All he's got left to do in life is probably get a Joshua Fabio, the guy who looks like Sheena Ryder. If you guys don't know who Sheena Ryder, Google it. You guys will find certain things which you guys might be thankful for later eventually. Yeah, but all in all, I feel like Johnson was good to finish in the second round via KO/TKO, and that's pretty much it. Let's move on to the co-main event of the night, and this is so cool. And like me trying to get all these boxes and my setting up my camera in between. And fuck Lucas Tracy because he always uploads video like 1 week prior, and that cunt actually said he is quitting YouTube. So I thought I could start mine, try to get some audience. I could get the inflow of audience from this YouTube channel, but he didn't. He didn't keep his word. He's a cunt. Fuck it. Anyway, let's go on to the co-main event of the night, which is none other than Paddy Pimblett and Iron Michael Chandler. Finally, he's had his daughter, his own kid, biologically his own kid, as one might say, my friends. Yeah, who do I see winning this matchup? See, last time I actually picked the Chandler to do a stiff KO of Oliveira, but he did nothing, neither nothing whatsoever. I know everybody is picking Paddy. I know even I should pick Paddy, but should I? I like Michael Chandler. I get it. Oliveira is a championship material guy. He's a very highly talented guy. And Chandler went 5 rounds with him. And this matchup being a 5 rounder matchup, and all the things said and done. And I don't think so. Like Chandler is stupid enough to go for, how do I say, wrestling or try to take in a weird ass way, jump on Paddy like that. See, let me be practically clear. Chandler hasn't got the KO power that he once possessed unless and until he takes a few drugs here and there. I didn't say it, I'm just like pointing out certain things by the way. And imagine Chandler doing all these things said and done, and if he is able to catch, he could get a decision as well. Don't get me wrong, but it's a 5 rounder, and Paddy has never got to a 5 rounder. And Chandler has got good cardio, and I think if you are like if you can keep Charles Oliveira off your back from submitting you, like if you can survive with Charles Oliveira on the ground without getting your ass submitted, I think that is where your submission skills are judged. And remember, this was his previous matchup where he went 5 rounds, and now again he's returning. And the thing with Paddy is, though he is a guy who fights like in a weird ass way, he is good. He is mildly good. It's just it's not visibly good. He's mildly good. Maybe it's a thing with all the guys from the UK, apart from Thomas Pinnock. Just you take Leon, Lero, maybe even Paddy. They just edge out at times, and just thinking, what if he really broke his feet against his matchup against Jared Gordon? Or I don't know, just thinking, and his chin is always up in the air. And the biggest advantage for Paddy is that he is actually almost 210 plus pounds outside the camp, and he really gets a lot of weight so that he can actually, how do I say, so that he can actually fight at light heavyweight. Now, I don't know whom to pick actually. It's so complicated to pick because I know both the guys are untalented fucks, like actual untalented fucks, and just Chandler's got all the scar tissues. I think those will be opened up. I think he's coming off a 5 round war with Oliver, and Hardy's got like such a long layoff, as one might say. And his last matchup was pretty easy and quick for him, and he's been training hard. I believe Paddy is gonna do it, but you know what? I'm gonna go with Chandler because Chandler cheats and cheats somehow for try to find a way to win. And I don't think so. Like Paddy is man enough to do what Oliver or Dustin Poirier did or could do. Or is that it? Like I don't know, man. It just seems very weird. I could go with Paddy as well and try to act as if like nothing has happened. I don't know, man. It's just I'm still thinking, wondering how things are there. I could see Paddy winning this one, but I'm gonna go with Iron Michael Chandler. I think Chandler wins this one. I don't think so. He's gonna win by a KO or something. It's going to be pretty close. I don't. I feel like they could even give this as a draw. Come on, Chandler has got the white privilege, and Paddy Pimblett is more whiter than Chandler. It is so fucking racist of me. Plus, a dark skinned racist cunt I am. That's pretty much it. I don't know, mate. I just can't think. Chandler is on his way out. It's just like Paddy is just showing him the exit. That's pretty much it. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Fuck it. I'm going with Chandler. It's as if like if I get this one wrong, as if like my channel is going to go into shambles or ruins. Fuck it. I'm going with Chandler. What can you guys do at the end of the day? Suck it. I'm gonna go with Michael Chandler. Anybody who picks against Chandler, I don't know, man. I like Paddy. I like his character. I like him as a person for all the things. But this is a tough match for me to pick because both the guys are like losing end, as one might say. Yeah. But I see Michael Chandler winning this one, and I see him winning this one via like a decision, as one might say. I think Paddy is going to show a heart in this one. I think he's going to survive for a long time. He's going to show that he's got what it takes to hang with the fake ones in the lightweight division. That's pretty much it. I think Chandler is going to get a decision or by a finish. I can't see it any other ways. And the only problem I see with Paddy is I don't think so. Like he's ever taken a bad beating by the way, because even his fight against Jared Gordon, he was trying to hold him against the cage, and that's pretty much it. I think Chandler will try to do something like out of the box, out of the ordinary, and bizarre one. And I feel like King Green did the most stupidest thing, as one might say. And I hope Chandler is not as stupid as I thought he was. Let's just be honest, Chandler. Because in the last matchup, whenever like he got hit hard, he tend to run. He's got brains. I don't see him beating any of the top guys, but I do see him beating Paddy. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So it's Move on to none other than the main event of the night. I don't know who's going to lose the title in here, but I know for a fact that Topuria is going to lose the title. Like, see how cringy it is. This is how like I've been reading comments on topology, not on topology, but on full violence and stuff. You guys get the idea. Volkanovski is getting his own shots, customized shots by the way. You know what? Fuck UFC for this. Seriously, fuck UFC for this. I know Diego Lopes is going to win this one by a finish, probably in like the fourth or something. I'm pretty sure this is going to happen. That Diego is going to win this one. But you know what? I'm gonna pick my boy Volk. Ever since I started my YouTube channel, this is the first time Volkanovski is fighting. I'm gonna pick Volkanovski. I will never say any stupid stuff. I think Volkanovski is going to get submitted. I'm picking Volkanovski to win, but I'm telling you how he's going to lose as well. He's going to lose by a submission to Diego Lopes. I think Diego Lopes is going to probably first round. I think Volkanovski might try to avoid it, like avoid the how do I say heat and whatever it is from Diego Lopes. I think second round is where like he's going to try to fool himself into thinking that Volkanovski is bold, and probably in the third, I think he's going to get stunned. What Ortega, I mean, like what Brian Ortega couldn't do in the third round, I think that is what like Diego Lopes is going to do. I could see this. I could see this. See, I could practically see this that you could hear some cough sounds from all the universe. It's like that much I could see this. I could see Diego Lopes finishing Volkanovski via submission in the third. After Vol getting stunned, I think he's going to go probably take his back or catch him, something like that, and eventually submit him. That is the one thing that is left out of Volkanovski. I think that is the last thing that has to happen to that old guy who's got like four girls who are going to keep him busy all the time. Trust me, I've had family members who had like four girl kids. Girl having racing girl kids is it's a cute thing. It's a very tough thing. I'm telling you this. Yeah, it's there, but still, I think Volkanovski has got what it takes to beat Diego Lopes. The leg kicks and his weird ass angles, his heart, grit, movement, everything is there. I don't know, mate. I just see, like Diego Lopes holding, like Volkanovski by the neck and probably like going with a few knees up the middle, and when Volk is trying to enter or when he's trying to exit, I could see, like Diego Lopes just closing his eyes with the right hook and left hooks. He could just palm them and like catch Volk maybe. His chin is not in a great position, and more than that, just think it through, mate. Like Diego Lopes does leg kicks. I don't think so. Like Volkanovski would want to go on the ground with Lopes because Lopes was able to catch once or twice. He caught Moser with a few pretty decent submissions, but Moser is not that. That is different. Oh yeah, that is also that Moser is fighting against Pico. Wait, this is genuinely bullshitty. I feel like Moser is the champion of featherweight soon. I think he beats Topuria. Topuria knows this well, and both Topuria and his brother try to get into the Greco-Roman wrestling. They left. I think they left for their own personal reasons and stuff. But all in all, like, Moser is the master of sport Greco-Roman wrestler. And I don't think so. Like, he's losing. That is the problem with those guys. I think he outpoints everyone. I think he's going to win all the match. But stylistically, I could see like Volkanovski winning against Moser. That's how styles work. And oh my god, this is so ungratefully. This is the week for Volkanovski. A champ's return, a king's return, and I love that guy. It's not fair, man. It's not fair. I don't want to pick against him. So fucking gay. Come on. Come on, world. Think it through. I can see he's motivated. I saw all his YouTube videos when he's cooking, he's motivated. He himself said he's got just two or three matchups, like matches in his mind and in his body, and then that's it. He's out. He's going to retire, and You can't win a decision against Volkanovski apart from Islam Makhachev. Man, this is not fair. This is genuinely not fucking fair. I'm gonna go with Volkanovski by a decision. I think Diego Lopes has got the heart by the way, and let it go, mate. Let it go. What can I do or what can we do by the way? Volkanovski is gonna win this one. See how bad and pathetic I feel when I say this. That's how unfortunately the matchup is made. I think Volkanovski is going to win this one. I think he is going to win this one by letting himself getting submitted in the third round. This is my first time picking after starting the channel. Is even fighting. This is the first time for me, so I don't want to pick anyone against him. As if like I'm gonna make one mistake in this main event and the whole thing comes down. Look at the UFC fucking Australia card. I got two ranked. What's more gay, Elton John or my prediction in the UFC Australia? Think it through, guys. We are all grown as motherfuckers. You got to think it through. And I'm going with Baldo Volkanovski. I know he's hyped up, he's heated. I think Volkanovski is going to get a decision. And I don't believe what I'm saying, but still I'm going to go with Alexander Volkanovski getting the decision.